Today we are doing an illustration about one trend that is going on TikTok, and it's the balloon TikTok. It's currently ongoing, but I got inspired so easily, so here you go. I think that before beginning the speed paint, you should know a little bit of the stories that happened to me on there. And if you are on that kind of algorithm, then you are blessed with the creativity of the internet. And if you're not, just follow my little travel that I had scrolling by that algorithm. If there is a thing that I really adore about the internet, is how sometimes we agree silently that we love one thing, and at that point the creativity that comes out is immaculate. To commemorate this creative kind of community, I decided that it would be a great idea to make this illustration. For this piece, I wanted to create a little retro kind of illustration, and you can see that especially in the eyes and in the grain of the total image. I thought it would be like a great idea for a pseudo game of like you going around and talking to cats that ask you for the balloons for literally everything. The other day, I was roaming around TikTok and I was having my daily 1 hour, 2 hour, also 3 hours of content. Once you get into TikTok, you cannot escape. But I was having my little daily scroll, and at some point, one video came up. And it was, "Hello traveler, here you have 4 doubloons." And at first, I was so confused because okay, I have 4 doubloons now. I'm happy. I just scroll down a little bit more, 2, 3 videos, and I get, "Hello traveler, here you have hot chocolate, 1 soup, and you can stay for the night. It will cost ya only 4 doubloons." Literally, the algorithm just shoved me into the Dabloon TikTok so badly that 90% of my videos were about the balloons and cat and the balloons and cat, and I was not complaining because it was so fun. At first I was introduced to that monetary system and I was just confused, but as long as I went and scrolled and scrolled and scrolled, I found myself into a fully creative adventure that was literally opening up on my For You page. And wow, the things that I apparently did and apparently happened to me, they were crazy. At this point, we were in the early stages, so the rules were kind of not there, okay? And that's important because literally after those two, one of my first video was, "Hey traveler, here you have 1,000 doubloons," okay? And I was, okay, I will accept that. I will put my heart onto the video, and thank you so much for those 1,000 doubloons. I will spend them very wisely. I scroll down 2 videos and it happened. One doubloon thief got all my money, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is not happening. All my doubloons, I was so rich, and now I don't have any. I'm so sad. Because then I passed also other videos and I scrolled, and at those videos they were like, okay, here you go, I have other soup for you, or I have other kind of like cakes and stuff for you, and I couldn't pay them because I didn't have any money anymore because I got robbed. So I got into the balloon debt because I couldn't say no, of course. How can you say no to a cat? And so I just pressed like and just received the goods, and I got stressed. I didn't have any money no more, and I was in debt. I was like minus 10 doubloons, and I was like, oh my god. At that point, I began to take down onto my notes and write down how many doubloons I got in and I got out, because I sensed that the TikTok algorithm would make me a favor and throw me inside of this story much more, because I interacted with each and every single one of them. And so the algorithm did. There was an arising problem though, because at some point some users had the brilliant idea to throwing out doubloons literally out of the window, and you could become literally so rich, especially if you met like doubloon gods and doubloon like millionaires that would give you so many doubloons. And oh wow, the inflation went so bad, because at some point I saw one video that said, okay, I have soup for you, and I was like, yay, I love soup, give me that soup, and it will cost ya only 400 doubloons. Excuse me, that's quite a lot. What are you doing? I am not going into severe debt for one bowl of soup. And I couldn't say no. So I got like very much into debt apparently. But still, that's not fair. And I was like, oh no, this is getting so bad. How can I repay anything at this point? I cannot do it. I got a cat fairy that came by and told me, okay, I see that you have a very rough traveling right now, and I see you. I will gift you the power of not being into debt anymore. And so I was like, oh, wow, this is totally a great gift. I will accept that. And now I am at 0 doubloons. Not a lot, but at least I'm not into debt, because that is not fun. At this point, I was robbed, I was gifted stuff, I was given doubloons, I was having all the experiences that you can think of. And at this point, the inflation is so bad that people decided to make rules about it, because you cannot give 1,000 bajillion doubloons away. It will spoil the fun. So people were agreeing apparently that you couldn't give out more than 100 doubloons. And I was like, yeah, makes sense, because literally there's people that are literally doubloon millionaires and I'm here with 0, so it's not fun. And as I went on with this doubloon lore, I just began to see so much. Apparently not also the news outlets came out, but also police and whole cities, politicians. What is happening? I scrolled, and as much as I scrolled, I just fell more into the abyss of doubloon TikTok. And I couldn't stop. I literally was having, at this point, 100% doubloon TikToks, and only that. My For You page was only a traveling experience. At some point, the inflation went so bad that I found a TikTok that it was about a cat mother that was in severe debt, and apparently she had her child and she wanted to sell me the child for a few doubloons, and I was like, no, please. At this point I had, I think, almost 80 doubloons around that point, and I was like, no, keep your child, I will give you 10 doubloons. Do not sell me your child, I don't want it. It's very cute, but you have it. It's your child. I can give my doubloons away, and if it happens that someone needs it, I will do it. Actually, I gave also 6 doubloons to one other my friend, but outside TikTok. It was interesting. It was fun because I just told her, yeah, I'm giving you 6 doubloons because you are very poor, so just have it. One thing that I really liked about this traveling experience is that you could stop by very various kinds of shops, and I went into one and I bought, I remember, one potion that could help me in case of a robbery, that if I found a TikTok that a thief wanted to rob me, I could use that potion and just repel it. So it happened to me, so I used it, so it was very useful. And I also bought a frog, a companion frog called Maurice. Maurice is a very cute frog and had a very lovely color. It's very important to know about Maurice, in my opinion, because literally a few TikToks later, I was invited from a frog that looked very much like Maurice to be in her house and just stay there and eat for free. At this point, I have no idea if she knew that I've got Maurice, because are they brother and sister? Because that could be very awkward, because I have your brother, so you are offering me so much free stuff, and I don't know, I'm not going to tell you, and I will just scroll over. Did I do a bad thing? I have no idea. I hope not. Okay. Also, I got into Dabloon University apparently. I got into that for that because all my doubloons were sucked away for that. But education is important, my friends, so I went anyway. But, and this was very fun, at some point also I got recruited into a pirate ship, and the captain decided, okay, we are going to find this secret doubloon around the world and you are coming with me. And I was like, yeah, sure, no problem, but I have university. And he said, no problem, because on this ship we have Wi-Fi. You can watch remotely your lessons of university on board. And I was like, heck yeah, we are going then. And so we went and we sailed the ships. I'm still on Dabloon TikTok, so my story is still going on, but it's kind of slowing a little bit down. I kind of see it, especially because apparently there was a Dabloon purge, and after that I saw so much less content about that. I'm getting worried. Should I? And I'm still onto keeping score of my doubloons. I currently have, I think, 74. This is the final image, and I will show it to you somewhere. You can see the main character is me. Apparently this is my doubloon Sona. I wanted to, of course, have cat ears. You need to be a cat inside of this little world, so if you're not, that's good, but I think that you should have at least fake cat ears on you, just saying. And I also wanted to be a little fairy, so I put antennas over here and little wings behind me, because why would you not? Why would you not? I loved the idea of having little paws under the boots. Proud that I had done, because look at that, it's so cute. Oh, it's so cute. I can't. They are strolling around, having a little travel from the cat city to... I have no idea where the adventure will bring them. You can see all the kitties that are making their prizes with their little paws, with claws. And also I drew Maurice because it needed to be there, like a little froggy that I bought. It needed to be there. So yes, this is it. I really hope that you enjoyed the stories that I had in my TikTok experience. If you had different experiences in Dabloon TikTok, just comment So I want to know your story. And if you didn't, you missed out on a lot. I really hope that I will be seeing you on another video maybe. And thank you so much for giving me your most precious coin, your time coin. Now we'll see you in another one. Bye bye! Today I dressed green so I could be a little bit more like my character, my Dabloon Sona. To have the little... I'm a ninja. I'm sorry for the brutality.